Mr. Gonzalez, you would agree that you've been on probation. Well, in 2007, you were on probation for a theft. Was that correct?
Part of it is it's a question.
You can't recall. Okay, would it surprise you to learn you were put on deferred adjudication and that probation was later revoked? You can't remember?
I'll get up to some.
What was that, you know? I've grown up a lot. I've grown up a lot. I was 16, 2001.
And then in 2009, how was the open? Okay, can you recall being convicted in the PBI?
Yes, I was there, but I was in prison already.
Okay, and then again in 2007, you were sentenced, is that correct?
That was for all the same thing, at the same time.
Do you recall what offense it was though on 12/3/2007? The aggravated robbery, yes. And you were sentenced, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So how can you reconcile to this court that you were changed if it was only 4 years between that parole discharge and then your
Parole discharge?
Mm-hmm.
Well, from the moment that it happened, and I know that from the time that it discharged, there's some things. Before I went into prison, I was 19, and I was a kid still. And whatever that I went through, I grew up, and I'm not that same person anymore. I'm an adult, and I understand everything that's going on, and that's why I try to stay away from the problems. I'm just trying to just build my life and build a family, and that's it. I don't never want to be in this courtroom. I never imagined myself being here again ever in my life. It makes me sick.
If you are here again, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions, right?
All right, any other?
Right away, the judge zeroes in on something courts take very seriously: repeat behavior. When someone says they've learned from prison but ends up back in a violent case, judges start asking hard questions. This moment sets the tone: accountability versus explanation. And here's the big question for you. Should past mistakes permanently shape how courts view someone, or should growth get the benefit of the doubt?
Witnesses? All right, the court will hear argument. State.
Your Honor, we'd be asking for you to sentence for 10 years and deny the defendant's application. He's already taken a trip to TDC for a violent offense. Was paroled 4 years prior to the same offense, so because of his history, and then he chose the underlying offense.
Defense.
Your Honor, the aggravated offense that he had occurred in 2007. He was 19 years old. He spent a large amount of time locked up and on all of these successes. He wasn't revoked. So he did well on parole and did well for the 4 years until this case happened. As the court knows, there was a lot of things going on at that far. It was tragic. It affected Mr. Napolitan's life. Honestly, so he's changed from the mental business if he was in prison. I think that's inaccurate. It's true. This particular night, though, things got out of control and all the way around and made a bad decision. I understand that the court's in a difficult position, and making a good decision that they feel comfortable that letting the court know that he's been reliable, he's been trustworthy, he's done what he said he's supposed to do while he's been on this monitor lately. We would ask the court to do.
This exchange is critical. The prosecution is building a timeline to challenge the idea of personal change. In legal terms, prior convictions don't just sit quietly. They influence credibility and sentencing decisions. Notice how the judge isn't just listening to words. They are measuring consistency. Emotionally, this is where the defendant's story either gains traction or starts slipping. Do you think 4 years is enough time to prove someone has truly changed?
All of a sudden, there is something that happens and everybody's angry and there's a fight that happens inside. Have you had a chance to watch this recently?
No. I've seen, in the beginning, I've seen all the video, and then the only part I've seen recently was the inside part.
All right, you can load that up.
And I can tell you both, the reason why I'm asking that question, because there are some things, sometimes that things occur off camera, But from watching the video, it appears that something happened outside. I don't know what happened outside because there are no videos for outside. I only see what happened inside.
It didn't happen outside. It was the other altercation.
If the court would, I'm not sure how
No,
far
they're
back.
going to show you
Okay,
the
I
video.
wasn't just how far back. I wasn't sure how far back the court went. But there's a portion where the complaining witness goes out and he's at the door.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to figure out from him what happened outside.
Okay. You remember?
Just to clarify, Judge, you want it on the big screen, right?
Yes, so that he is able to see. Because for the court, the stipulations, they're slightly convoluted because there was a lot that was happening at this bar. Then you have this shooting that has absolutely nothing to do with you and nothing to do with the case that's before me today. So the shooting.
Now we enter decision territory. Arguments from both sides are complete, and this is where judges weigh punishment, rehabilitation, and public safety all at once. It's not just about what happened, but what outcome prevents the next incident. Tension spikes here because everyone in the room knows the next words could change years of someone's life.
Right by me with the sleeveless shirt next to the guy. It looks like a pool stick in the back.
All right, if you can, yes, rewind, please.
She took me outside after the first incident.
So, just 1 second. Pause right there. Who is that lady there who's coming towards the gentleman in the hat?
It's my wife.
That's your wife? All right, and then if you could keep it moving forward, please. Pause. Who is that person there?
That's the ex-girlfriend of my sister-in-law that passed away.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So what were you saying?
We were outside, and my mother-in-law, after the first incident, she had took me outside just to calm everything down.
Okay, so what was the first incident? And did that first incident involve the person with the hat?
This guy.
Yes.
They were all together.
All right, so did it involve the person with the cowboy hat?
I mean, the first incident, no, man.
Okay, so you have the first incident, and it's not involving that person.
Right.
What incident involves him?
This incident, right when we were outside, we were all trying to get in the car and to leave. There was a lot that happened. There was a lot of arguments, loud talking back and forth. We were trying to get out of there. That guy goes out there to go instigate, and he starts telling us stuff. I don't know exactly. He started telling my wife stuff. He started talking stuff. Everything happened real fast. We just remember the lady putting him back inside. He was the one going outside to us, telling us stuff. He wasn't.
This video review moment is fascinating. Judges don't just rely on testimony. They want to see behavior with their own eyes. And when events happen off camera, it creates gray areas that courts must interpret carefully. This is where narrative meets evidence. Think about it. How much should unseen context matter when judging visible actions?
They were all a group together. I don't know if you've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was happening. He went outside. That guy grabbed the pool ball and the beer bottle. I don't know if you ever went in. Y'all can see that clearly. I don't know what they had planned, but he went out there to go instigate and tell us stuff. My wife came in, and I saw her go very aggressive to her. I remember the first incident when they grabbed my sister-in-law and they put her in a headlock like she was a lady. And
Okay, so
nothing happened yet.
Are you saying that incident with her being placed in a headlock happened outside?
That was inside. That was on that side to the left, way in the back on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where the first incident. If you see that table, it's like this, and that's how it happened over there on that side. I don't know how that didn't get caught on camera.
Why did you all proceed to come back into the bars?
The instigator.
No, I mean, if there's an instigation that happens outside, if there's an incident that happens outside the bar, and it appears that the people you are saying are the instigators are inside the bar, why didn't you all just leave? Why did you come back inside the bar?
Right. I went. Everybody was drunk, man. They had already grabbed my sister-in-law in the headlock. That's not the environment for anything. My wife went inside after that guy from whatever the threats and whatever he was talking and saying. And she goes straight up to him, and I just remember my sister-in-law. That's all I remembered was that guy having her in the headlock and everybody trying to get him off her, and she's a lady. And I didn't want that to happen to my wife. I know that there's other things that I could have done. I was just moving to get my wife out of there. I didn't want nothing to happen to my wife.
But you all are already outside the bar. Why are you all coming back inside?
I wanted to make sure that my wife, nothing happened to her. They was very aggressive, as you can see. They were telling each other stuff back.
Here comes the turning point. The judge presents what's essentially a legal fork in the road: short-term jail with deferred adjudication, or a conviction without immediate jail. This is strategy, consequence, and future risk all colliding. Every option carries weight beyond today: employment, reputation, and legal standing. If you were in that position, would you choose short pain for long-term benefit, or immediate freedom with a permanent record?
Before, I didn't know what was going on. I was drunk. I stopped drinking since that day because a lot happened, and I just want to move forward and change my life. And I made a mistake that shouldn't have happened.
No. Let's not do it. I made a mistake. You made some choice.
Decision.
And so I want you to listen to my question. So you're outside in the parking lot, and I'm assuming your wife and and the other person that you're with, the other female, y'all are all in the parking lot.
There's actually some tables outside that door.
Okay, so you guys are outside. So when the instigators went back inside the bar, why didn't you all just leave? Why did you all come inside the bar?
I was trying to protect my wife. I didn't know it was a lot happening. There was a lot of guys there. Everybody was drunk.
But at that time,
I just wanted to protect her.
No, I understand that. Here's the thing. My question is, all of the people you care about, they were outside. Is that correct?
All of us, yes, ma'am.
All right. So my question is, people are drunk. There's some instigators. You all are outside. The people who are instigators go inside the bar. Why didn't you all just leave? Why are you and your loved ones, coming back inside the bar?
The final ruling reflects a balance courts often strive for: punishment paired with supervision and behavioral correction. Anger management, reporting requirements, and probation aren't just formalities. They are structured attempts to reduce repeat behavior. The courtroom drama ends here, but the real test begins outside these walls. Do you think structured probation actually helps people change, or just delays future trouble?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think at that point, just because of the environment that it was in, it was already hostile. Everybody was arguing. Everybody was under the influence. I think that's the reason, if you ask me, because if me personally, if I was sober, if we were all sober, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have even still been outside arguing and trying to get in the car. We would have left. But I think for the fact that everybody was under the influence, that's what drew everybody back inside.
All right.
It was not an intentions to fight with anybody. I really wanted to leave and get out of it. But I couldn't leave with myself. I had to make sure everybody got in the car.
All right, State, is there any restitution that's owed?
I didn't see it in the PSI.
Okay. Somebody mess with our AC.
Yes, it's really hot in here.
Either way, I'm having a hot flash.
No, it's hot. It's
Okay.
really hot.
All right, thank you. To the young people, is it hot in here?
It's not. They're not young, Judge.
All right.
Just a second.
This is what the court is going to do. I'm going to give you a choice. There are only two choices.